This is an introduction to experiential learning and the significance it can add to a student's learning. Before delving deeper into a brief description and analysis of experiential learning, imagine the following two scenarios. In one, students sit in a classroom listening to the teacher instruct them about the multiplication process. Once the teacher has done a short instruction, the students take out their pencils and work in their workbooks, practicing what they have just learned. In the second scenario, students wander around the forest looking for wildlife and trying to identify plants. They'll take back their observations to the class so they can reflect and compare what they've seen in the forest compared to what they observed on the playground. They're exploring the ecosystem and reflecting on the human impact on wildlife and its ecosystem. Is there a difference between these two instructional methods? Yes, one would be considered direct instruction, whereas the second would be considered experiential learning. Can both of these instructional methods be effective? Yes, but for different reasons. Methods that are similar to direct instruction tend to be more effective for learning when there is only one answer. Experiential learning is effective when there is no one right answer, and is especially beneficial when students are developing critical thinking skills. There are two main components to experiential learning that make it significant to learners. For one, learning by doing. Experiential learning involves having the learner go out and experience the learning as opposed to being told what they should be learning. Learners go out and explore their surroundings with a purpose or take part in hands-on learning. It is through the experience that questions get raised and answers get answered, which is how the learning occurs. The second main component of experiential learning, and a component that is essential to the success of this learning, is reflection. After each learning experience, reflection should take place in which thoughts can be organized, questions can be discussed or researched, and conversation can take place. The reflection process is integral to experiential learning, as it allows the deeper learning to take place. During the learning experience, the learner can be so focused on their task at hand that they do not really think about what they are doing. It is afterwards, during the reflection period, that observations can lead to questions, thoughts, or conversation, which brings forth the new ideas and new learning. To give a more personal example, our BEd class here at Bishop's University has been organizing and attending experiential learning trips that have had us going to places such as Capleton Mines, at bee farms, and visiting local communities. We have taken part in these learnings as university students, with a few years of post-secondary education under our belt, and still walked away with so much more knowledge and understanding, as well as questions. An example would be when we took part in learning about land while in the woods and then reflecting upon how we use that land. Questions about land exploitation and preservation were discussed after, leading to our own personal reflection on our own relationship with the land. The concept of experiential learning is something that has been around for a very long time, drawing upon ideas from John Dewey and ideas from constructivism. Putting learners into experiences in which the outcome may not be known allows the learners the opportunity to develop both knowledge and skills and use them. These experiences can then be brought back into the classroom to be further explored and reflected upon, using the experiences to connect the knowledge together. The opportunities for experiential learning are endless and don't need to be extravagant, which leads to the final question. If experiential learning can take place anywhere, how come it's not taking place more often in the classroom than it is currently?